I'm Bob Stanley, and Bob Roth is not liking it right now. I'm at Inlet Wines with Laura Day, and Kira Kinnear, correct?
Yes,
and
hello.
You're with
Premier Beverage.
Okay. And what we're doing up here is tasting some wine. Of course, it's cellar to cellar. We got to be doing that. In fact, can I have some Sonoma-Cutrer, please, Laura?
Absolutely. I would be happy to pour some for you.
Now, I've always seen Sonoma-Cutrer Chardonnay everywhere. It's been around 20 years or more. Kara, what's the story on the Pinot? I've never seen Pinot Noir from them.
This is actually their second vintage. It's 2005. It's not rated yet, but it's tasting beautifully right now. You can get it at fine restaurants around South Florida, and it's in a test market right now. So.
Oh, really? And Laura, you got a hold of it. You have a licensed restaurant also, don't you, or something?
I do. We're trying it today as part of the Pinot tasting, and it will likely be one of the wines that we pour at the Glitter on the River event, either at the event or at one of the auctioned items. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a bit when we talk about these lovely Italian wines that I have lined up.
Well, tell us about the auction dinner. Again, Bob already talked about the chef that'll be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what they have done, they have paired me with Miss Virginia Willis, who has incredible credentials. And in order to step up to that level and bring some wines, I chose to bring an exceptional lineup of wines for our tasting prior to the dinner. And what we have here, they're 97s, and 97 was an incredible year around the world. We're going to start the, when people show up at the dinner, we're going to start it with 2 bottles of 1997 Bollinger Private Reserve. We're going to move.
Where'd you get those? Whoa.
Oh, I think I may have robbed my own wine cellar for some of these.
Okay, thank you.
Then we have a 97 Barbaresco, a 97 Chianti Classico Reserva, a 97 Allegrini Amarone, one of my absolute favorites.
Those are the dry grapes, right?
Absolutely. They're almost raisins when they press them. It just gives such a succulent and incredible taste to it. We have a Barolo. The Banfi Brunello is the only one that's not a 97, and that's because 99 was such a better year a little bit further south than 97 for the Barolos. Or
Billy, you know your stuff on Italy.
97, this wine right here is the reason why I'm in the business right now. I love 1997 Italian wines from Tuscany. I fell in love with them. But the real wine that we're going to be featuring that night before we sit down to dinner with Miss Willis's feast is an Antinori Celaya 1997, and Wine Spectator actually rated that the #1 wine in the world. And this lineup of wines that we're going to be tasting prior to dinner, it actually has a retail value of over $1,500. So talk about a way to start a dinner. Just I can't wait. I'm sure there's going to be a little for me to taste too.
Now this is, somebody's going to bid on the whole package.
Absolutely.
And the chef comes to your house,
Yes.
cooks the dinner.
Dinner
You
for
choose the
12.
menu?
Dinner
I
for 12.
choose. I might choose the menu.
There you go.
Okay.
Bring your checkbook.
Jeez, bring my wife. She's got the checkbook all the time. Those are unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very excited. I've been cellaring these since 1999 to 2000.
That's all your private stash, all of this.
The Bollinger is not something I carry in the store, but the rest of them are all my private stash. This bottle right here alone retails for over $500. So it's pretty incredible, and to be able to try all of these wines together is, for me, once in a lifetime. I'll never have the opportunity. 97 was the best year in the past 100 years in Tuscany for their wines.
We do have corkscrews here in the shop, right?
Hold your corkscrews.
The other Bob's over there. Once in a while, people will stop us and say, you know, you guys taste everyday wines. And that's the format normally on the show. We want to show people wines that you can go out and buy and taste that evening and educate a little bit. And they say, oh, you don't have the high-end wines in the show. It doesn't make sense. Hey, guess what, guys? We do this week.
Yes, we do.
And if you can show up on the 25th at Environmental Learning Center, that's where the event is, right there on the campus.
Absolutely.
Okay. On the river. Beautiful location.
Thank you, thank you.
Would you like to take a seat again, my dear?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, the Sonoma-Cutrer Pinot is delightful. Now, Pinot Noir, a thin-skinned grape, usually doesn't have as much color. There's a lot of extraction, a lot of color on this, and a lot of times the Pinot Noir will have a nice velvety, silky texture to it. This really does. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. This is
Bob Ross, why don't you come on? Okay.
Nah,
Go ahead, Karen.
Sonoma-Cutrer made this to be a Burgundian style Pinot Noir. It's very old world in style, very earthy. Do you get a lot of earthiness in it? They also have a lot of blackberries, boysenberries. It's a beautiful wine. It could hold up to some red meats. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorites. So.
And these are all, obviously, Sonoma. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, this style of Pinot Noir is absolutely one of my favorites. I find that the entry-level Pinot Noirs are good, but when you move to something like the Sonoma-Cutrer, it's just a deeper, richer quality grape.
Hey guys,
Hello.
we're about out of time. I just came here to stop the party. I don't know, it's great.
It's just starting.
I can't wait till the show's over so I can have a beer. That beer here is great. I don't mean to change the subject,
That's okay,
but I
Bob.
can't wait,
I'm
man.
growing
so
accustomed
excited.
to it.
I'm so excited. Thank you for letting us have
You're
the show
welcome.
here today. Thank you for coming
Thank
and
you
sharing
for
your
having
knowledge
me.
with us. And this Glitter on the River, of course, is and Jose, the owner of TV10, is already saying, we need to get off your porch and start shooting a wine show right here. So you might see more of this background in the future. It's been great.
Please come back.
Let's do a
anytime.
beer
okay.
show, Bob.
That's
Only
an idea.
this time we'll have Chris, Laura's husband. He's the
Absolutely.
beer expert, and I think he'd be a great person to have.
He
on
would,
the
and he
show.
could even bring some of the people from the homebrew club that we've started.
That sounds
There you
great.
go.
Well, you know where to be on Keith. What date is a Glitter on?
25th.
25th,
April 25th.
Saturday. Starts at
6:30.
6:30. Be there or be square. There's plenty of tickets left. It's going to be a very elegant and a very extraordinary event. Thank you for joining us on another thrilling episode
you.
of Cellar to Cellar.